So, if you missed the game last night, I didn't catch most of the game, but woke up this morning, went on my Twitter, and checked what was trending. And of course, once again, our illustrious Twitter thug-in-chief was at it again. He went on his page and basically blasted the NFL players. Last I checked, his name ain't Roger Goodell. He ain't the commissioner, so I don't know how is it that Trump all of a sudden is interjecting his opinion into stuff and sitting there saying what should happen to players. So in case you did not see the tweets this morning from our, commander-in-chief, I'll read to you what exactly he says. So take a look at this tweet. It says the NFL players are at it again, taking a knee when they should be standing proudly for the national anthem. Numerous players from different teams wanted to show their outrage as something that most of them are unable to define. Now, he used the word outrage in quotes. They make a fortune doing what they love, and then he continues on with the second half of his tweet saying, be happy, be cool. A football game that fans are paying so much money to watch and enjoy is no place to protest. Most of that money goes to the players anyway. Find another way to protest, stand proudly for your national anthem, or be suspended without pay. Really? Really, my man? So, I guess you all of a sudden made yourself the commissioner of the NFL? So Roger Goodell got ousted? Good job, my man. Yo, listen, for real. I get it. I understand that some people don't want to see the whole protesting thing and, the whole protest while they're watching the game. Granted, I get that. But the argument can be made. If you're going to sit there and bitch about people taking the knee when the anthem's playing, how many of you guys actually stand up when you're home watching the game? None of y'all motherfuckers. So shut the fuck up, for real. Just like Trump. Everyone has something to say. And the whole thing about this is people have forgotten the basic underlying premise of why people are kneeling. It's not to protest the anthem. It is not to protest the flag. It is not to protest the military. It's to protest the unfair treatment and targeting of people of color. What is African Americans? Of people of color. Now, I know the statistics. People are going to say, more whites have been killed by police than blacks or whatever else. Yes, that is true. Statistically speaking, it is true. But, and I'm going to kind of partially place the blame on the media for this one as well, is that they kind of have to take responsibility because whenever a black person is shot or, has a run of law enforcement that ends in a tragic situation, before any facts come out, they automatically put it on the front, it's on the news, it's on the front page, and it's in our face. And basically in the court of public opinion, the verdict has already been set. It's basically these guys are guilty without even knowing what happened. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that, all cops are bad. That's definitely not true. All cops are not bad. There are some wayward police officers. There are some people who do take advantage of their positions. At the same time, on the flip side of this argument, there are some people who technically, the ends I won't say the end justifies the means, but it's a cause and effect. And no one's sitting there saying, because I've been told before, you can't sit around and, always comply, blah, blah, blah. Granted, but if, it's just, there's more to what's being seen than what we see in that few second clip that someone takes on a video and posts it on their page. The loss of a life for any reason is tragic and should not be happening. Granted. So we'll agree with that. But at the same time, sometimes people do kind of push, they push the envelope to see how far they can get away with stuff. And especially, I remember a couple of years ago after the whole thing happened with Eric Garner and whatnot, that you had people running around with cameras purposely antagonizing police officers. That, if they got stopped by a cop, first thing they do is they pull their phone out, start recording, and they start acting like they know constitutional law. But to get back to the whole thing with Trump, I'm gonna just need you to really kind of like just stop with the keyboard thugging. That's just it. Bro, you ain't built like that, my man. Because someone gonna test you one of these days. And on top of that, dog, it's really none of your business, man. You got shit to worry about. Worry about the tariffs that's being imposed on the country. Worry about, again, everybody sitting there going no collusion, even though the dude just admitted he colluded with Russia, but whatever. Worry about the fact that a foreign entity, a foreign government is trying to basically infiltrate our democratic process and influence elections. But, as long as it works out in your favor, it's all good. It's all well and fine, I guess. But for real, Trump, I mean, someone needs to tell Trump, someone needs to tell him, Trump, I'm gonna need you to seriously just have a seat and a tall mug of shut the fuck up. For real, you just really shut the fuck up. Enough is enough already. It's kind of getting ridiculous. We're every day, and it's like you even tweet anything that's relevant. You're tweeting some dumb shit. Tweet something that is helpful to the communities that you claim you're gonna help. But it is what people are gonna have their own opinion. But hey, you know what, man? If you like this, if you like the content, hit that that subscribe button down there. Hit the like and share the video. Post your comments. Let's get a discussion started. I know I'm gonna have people sit there and not agree with me. I could live with that. I'm used to that. People, we should be able to have a civil discussion about situations like this. But at the end of the day, I understand people don't. It's a game, and people want to be able to sit back and enjoy it and not have to watch people protesting. But you know what? When black folks protested peacefully, they complained about it. When we became violent and protested, they complained about it. So it doesn't matter which end of the spectrum we choose, or which end of the road we choose to take. No one's really happy about it because they just prefer us to sit back and just smile. It's like he said, be happy, be cool. He's sitting there going, look, we're paying you all this money, so just sit back and take it. It ain't gonna happen, man. There's an old saying that says democracy dies in the darkness. And in case you haven't realized it, it's dying right now.